value is letting the audience walk away feeling something, an emotion, feeling some sort of way that they didn't feel before, or perhaps letting somebody come into my show that might have had a bad day at work, maybe had some family issues, and they can just sit, watch a show, be awestruck, and forget about all those things.
This is Don't Fear Grit with Rob Taormina. Marketing strategies and advertising technologies to help you build a better business.
Hey guys, welcome back to this episode. We've got a really special treat for you guys. It's not every day that I get to sit down with an illusionist and a mentalist, and we have that person here. He's going to make this show disappear.
I just appeared. I'm right here.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Can you edit that? Can you make me just
absolutely
like
great. Poof. And his name is TJ Tana. He's become an old friend of mine now, and he's incredibly talented. One of the best, honestly, in the world. I'm biased because I know you, but it is the truth. Welcome.
Thank
welcome.
You very much. Thank you. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, of course.
This is so much fun. This is when I first heard that you were putting this together, I said, I want to be one of the first guests. So,
oh, amazing. I apprate that.
So
You're a big deal. So this makes me feel important. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Thank
so give everyone some context, though. So for anyone who does not know you, what's your name? What is it you do? Give everyone the story.
My name is TJ Tana. I'm a magician. I'm an illusionist. I'm a mentalist. I lie to people. They give me their money. That's what I do. That's my job.
You're a professional thief.
No, I'm an entertainer. So I love to, and this always comes back to why I became a magician. You know, I started magic when I was 5 years old. I got a magic set for the holidays.
Wow.
And I started performing for magic for my friends and my family at school. And I realized this was something that really made me stand out. I was the coolest person in the room. And I had to just keep learning and keep moving forward. I met other magicians, met other performers, realized I could make money doing it. I was 11 years old when I first started. And it's been just a whirlwind of incredible, exciting adventures.
Wow.
And now I'm 27 and I'm here. And
wow, and you're killing it.
It's unbelievable. Like, it really, I can't describe to you how amazing it is what I do.
Yeah.
You know, and I bring joy and happy, and it's amazing. It's unbelievable.
It really is. I mean, you're in an amazing field where you get to, like you were saying, bring joy to people, shock. I mean, there's an incredible amount of shock value to what you do.
Oh, there's shock. There's and just the fact that you can make a human connection. You know, I can perform magic for someone anywhere in the world that speaks any language.
Yes.
There's nothing that can stand in between. You know, it just, because magic can be so visual, you know, and it's something you're not expecting, you know. I do a lot of events. This is funny. I do a lot of corporate events, right? And I try to encourage the client to let me come in as a guest. Let me come in as maybe a new employee.
Oh, okay.
And they'll give me a name tag, so I can infiltrate the audience. I can infiltrate the group of 100 corporate executives. Pretend I'm like a new guy, and they don't know I'm a magician. And then I sneak the magic in throughout the event, and it just blows people away because they're not expecting it.
Absolutely.
When they're not expecting it, it makes it that much more powerful.
Yeah.
But even if you know I'm a magician, I'm still going to get you. So either way.
I've actually seen you firsthand, even in that example. You did this at a party that I had, and it really is amazing how you just elevated even just the sort of the energy of the whole party.
Oh, yeah.
And I like how you just sort of like snuck in. And we had that conversation beforehand. Instead of it just being like this official stage to start out with, you're like, let me just do my thing. I'm like, all right, do your thing. It was amazing. And it naturally, by the way, you like attracted a crowd.
Right. And then it starts to grow and grow.
Right.
What's going on? What's happening?
It's curiosity.
It's like the New York City effect. When you're walking down New York City and someone's doing something and people start to gather and you become curious what's happening, and then you got to see it for yourself.
Right.
But when you see this magic, it just... It destroys you.
It does. Good magic.
Good magic.
Because here's the thing: like everyone, this is what's really cool about magic is that it's the one thing I believe everyone wants to do, and I believe that like everyone has like the one trick that they think they know well. Yeah. And they bring it to the table, and it's like the one trick pony, and it's more often than not, it's absolutely terrible.
Right.
But when you're really good at it, oh my gosh. Holy cow!
It's magic. It's the skill combined with the ability to perform.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of what the new generation of magicians are lacking, because there's a lot of young magicians who are coming out now and they're learning magic on YouTube. Yeah. And they're learning, and they're incredibly technically skilled. Yeah. But they can't speak in front of a group.
They're learning the trick.
They only know the trick, and they do the trick very well.
Yeah.
But when they try to now, put it together with a script and putting emotion into it and getting other people involved, that's where it starts to lack. And to be honest, magic the best way to view magic is live. But there's been a lot of really incredible magic on television.
Yeah.
You may have seen.
Yeah.
And even nowadays, I mean, it's good. You
Yeah.
know, and it's good for everybody. It's good for the magicians. It's
Yeah.
good for just live entertainment in general. But we want people to buy tickets and come to a live show.
Of course.
It's what you want to see.
Yeah. You want to engage with people. I mean, the good trick plus a good performer equals high engagement, success.
100%.
You know, and that's, by the way, true. Every single business, every single industry, ultimately what businesses want to do is they want to be able to engage with their audience.
Oh, sure.
You're basically like the living proof, like the living example. Just watch you, study you on how to properly engage with people. And sort of any business can learn a lot, actually, just from watching you perform.
Yeah.
I think that's key. I mean, social media, that's a big thing. You want to be able to stand out, attract attention, build engagement that way.
The first 10 seconds, maybe less. What for social media, was it 3 seconds?
3 seconds now.
3 seconds, you have to get their attention.
Right.
So in the very same thing that happens when I'm performing my stage show for, 100 plus people, the first few moments of my show has to be on point. It has to be perfect. It has to be something. I mean, granted, a lot of people, when they come see my show, they know they're going to come see a show. So they're already prepared.
Yes.
But in some cases, I'm at an event where they're not expecting to see a magician. So I have to walk out in front of this crowd and get their attention instantly and hold it. And that's,
That's the real skill.
That's the skill. Yeah.
Right. I think, let me ask you something. Do you think, like, most people can learn the trick?
Most people...
Or a trick?
Well, yeah, most people can learn a trick. Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Maybe we'll teach you a trick.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Not with the cameras.
No.
Can't
You can't reveal, right? You can't reveal that stuff. But like,
sign a waiver. It's a whole thing.
but I think like most people, like you were saying before, you can watch YouTube, you can learn a trick. I think the real skill, though, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Connecting the trick with the audience, engaging them right from the beginning to the end, adding that shock value, like all that stuff is actually part, I think, being an illusionist and a mentalist. Everything is part
100%.
of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also an actor,
Right.
So acting is all part of it.
It's a great point, actually.
So you have to, because you can do an effect, and you have to. The performer has to be just as much invested into the effect as the person that I'm performing it for.
Right.
I want to believe the magic is happening.
Yeah.
And if sometimes I'm shocked by the magic, and if I'm shocked, you're going to be shocked.
Right.
So
I gotcha.
It helps both ways.
Yeah.
And I think we, before the camera's rolling, Craig and I, who's doing an amazing job behind the camera.
Thank you.
We did an effect, and he was thinking of a card. I had the right card.
Right.
But then he had a second card as mine, and that card was in my pocket.
Right.
It was just completely
amazing.
Bang, quick,
Yeah.
and it melted him. He's crying. I'm sorry. Craig. I'm sorry.
Face
I'm
melting
sorry.
magic. Yeah. So
Together.
So for everyone who's watching or listening right now, literally right before we started recording this episode, he just like sat down, surprised both of us. It like wasn't pre-planned or anything like that,
No, just,
and just completely just shocked me. And
you know why? Because I love what I do. I love magic. I love performing.
Oh, wow.
There's not a time I'm not performing. I'm gonna go get a coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna show the barista a magic trick.
Sure.
Make their day a little bit brighter, make their day better.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Especially now during the holiday season, if I have the few extra seconds, I want to try something new.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. I mean, I in December, I'm just wonderfully slammed with events. So many events, and it's hard to try to work new material into my repertoire because I'm so busy, doing these, big paid events. Yeah. But if I can just show somebody a new trick that I'm working on, and it's convenient for them, and it's convenient for me, I'm getting to try something.
Right.
And it's gonna brighten up their day.
So they're gonna be your guinea pig. So you do test your tricks, sort of like.
I always test my stuff.
Is that right?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh! See, if I owned a business where I had relied on a lot of people walking into my store, like whether it be a retail outlet, whether it be like a restaurant, I literally would just park you in the lobby.
That's where I got my start when I was like between 16 and 18. My start was doing a lot of restaurant gigs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I would go into restaurants, usually, sometime during the week, during lunchtime. I'd eat at the restaurant. And I'd pick a restaurant that I know would be perfect for what I do.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be in front of the right audience.
Yeah.
And at that time, I wanted to be in front of the family audiences. I wanted to do lots of birthday parties. I wanted to do anything. But I wanted to be in front of the family audience, children and adults.
Yeah.
So I'd pick certain restaurants that I wanted to approach. I'd go to the restaurant, on a weekday during lunch, have lunch, sit with try to get the manager's attention, show them a quick trick. Of course, all the other wait staff would come by, and it'd be okay because it was lunchtime. It wasn't so busy for them.
Yep.
And then I would ultimately say, hey, what would you say about me coming into your restaurant and performing for your guests?
Brilliant.
And, it takes a few seconds for the manager to think about, man, because when they first see a magician, they think, it's going to be hokey. We don't want a magician.
Right. Is it going to work?
Is it going to work? Right.
Yeah.
So, but, they kind of have to take my hand and trust me because what I'm going to be there to do is to entertain their guests.
Yes.
I'm going to help If a table is waiting for their food, maybe a little too long, that can be sent to the table and perform for them.
Yeah.
You know, or it's a special birthday.
Yeah.
And it's just something extra that's going to add to the experience to the restaurant.
Right.
You know, people are going to come back not only for the food, but for the
Yeah.
experience, to see a magician, to see entertainment, you know,
Yeah.
right at your table.
Yeah.
You know. And that's
Let me actually add something,
Sure.
and this is not only going to even sort of endorse what you're doing, but just endorse the general idea
Sure.
of paying attention to more than just your food, more than just the product you're selling, but
Right.
pay attention to the experience.
Sure.
In the restaurant business, I'm a marketer, right? My agency, we manage marketing on behalf of brands and businesses, right? And we know in the restaurant business, you have to market to the third visit for patrons. And there's the whole formula is that the first time they come, there's only a 40% likelihood they'll come back. Sure. The second time they come, there's only a 40% likelihood that they'll come back. However, at the third visit, there's a 72% chance that they'll come back. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So as a marketer, we always market to the third visit, and you use everything in your marketing toolbox in order to help them with that. Part of it is engaging them with entertainment, making the experience so much better than everyone else.
Of course.
And you do that.
Yeah.
So that's why, I feel like, if people are owning a business, you have to be creative. You have to think outside the box. You have to pay attention more than what the product that you're selling, and think about, all right, what else can I add to the experience to make my customers, the patrons, my clients really want to come back over and over and over again.
Sure.
Bringing someone like you in helps that. It helps create that experience.
Oh,
for them.
definitely. 100%.
Incredible. And you've seen that firsthand.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I tell the restaurants, look, if you can consistently have me at your restaurant, you're going to see an increase in people coming in. And I would try to encourage them to pick me to come in on a day that maybe wasn't so busy, that they want to bring more customers in. Right. Like on a Wednesday night. You know, who goes eat on a Wednesday night?
Exactly.
Having entertainment there might bring those people in. And
Absolutely.
It did bring people in.
Amazing.
You know, because I was there.
Yeah. And another thing I want to be clear to our audience about is that, some people might think that like all magic requires lots of props, tables and sawing people in half. Having seen you in action, you don't require necessarily all these props.
No. I have all those props.
Right.
I have lots of props. I have way too many props. I have a whole trailer full of big props. And I have a bigger show with assistants and lighting and special effects.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, give me a pack of playing cards, and we can do something great. Can we try something real quick?
Is that all right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm going to put you on the spot then. That's fine.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm cool with on the spot. We'll start. We'll use a pack of playing cards. We'll keep it simple, and then I'll do something a little bit crazier. Take the cards. Give them a shuffle, Rob.
A shuffle.
Yeah, shuffle, yeah.
Okay.
The best shuffle you can.
I'll try. I'm not as skilled at shuffling as you are. I can do
That's
this.
very good.
Is that all right?
Good. That's good. That's good.
Is that okay?
It's better than I thought. That's good.
I'm sure some people that you do this with, it probably goes all over the place.
Yeah, they did 52 pickups.
Yeah.
That's good.
There you go. That's
Perfect.
the extent of what I
just
can do.
put them back in the same order I gave them to you. That'd be good. No, it's fine.
There you go.
We'll do a different trick. It's okay. Here's the thing. Rob, do me a favor. I'm going to just reach and pull out a card. Doesn't matter. Any card you want. Take it out.
This one?
Yeah, show it to the camera. Not the 9 of diamonds, though. Any card but the 9 of diamonds for the trick would work. So take a look at it for yourself. And you didn't get the 9 of diamonds.
I think we have to start over.
Oh, we got to start over. Okay, sorry. No problem. It's okay. I'm going to shuffle. No problem.
All right. Shuffle.
We'll do it again. Here, just say the word stop as I move the cards from hand to hand.
Stop.
Okay, take the card. Look at the card. Show it to the people at home. Not the 9 of diamonds. Here's what we're going to do. We're just... Okay. It's the 9 of diamonds again. It's no problem. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm getting lucky. It's fine. I'm going to shuffle once more. Here's what we'll do. Let's do it this way. How about you pick out a random card from the center?
Any card.
Any card. If it's the 9, I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm just kidding. Look at the card. Is it the 9? Is it 9? Is it?
No.
No, it's not. It's not. What is the card? It's the Jack of Diamonds. But watch. Here's the crazy thing. If I hold it, maybe you can see this with the camera. You see the Jack of Diamonds here. If I shake it, you see the moment it changes into the 9, which is the card you were just having before.
Time out. Time out. Wait a minute.
It lasts only a second. Touch the 9.
Touch the 9.
It goes right back to the Jack. Yeah, it happens.
Oh, yeah, all right. I got like goosebumps. I'm a little freaking out right now.
Let's do the good stuff. Let's do the good stuff.
But listen, I'm sitting next to you, and I have no idea how you're doing this.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay.
Let's take this one step further.
All right.
Take one out. Don't let me see it.
Okay.
And show it to the viewers at home. Here's the thing. Let's do this. I'll be honest.
Shh, don't tell them.
Take this marker. See this marker?
Yes.
This marker. Sign your name nice and big across the face of the card. That way we know it's yours.
The face of the card.
Yeah, the face of the card, nice and big.
The face of the card.
Yeah,
Where?
the face. Yeah, not the back.
Not the face. Just sign my name.
Sign your name.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm going to sign my name.
You're gonna do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it. And is there room underneath your name?
Yeah.
Can you put your social security number, all 9 digits?
Yes. Sure.
No, don't do
One,
that.
two. No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right.
Good. Okay. I'm going to show you the classic magician's trick.
You want
we'll
this?
tap the marker. Thank you. Magic marker. Magic marker.
Magic marker,
Very
yes.
important. Hold that. You're going to use that in a second.
Okay.
Here's what we'll do. We're going to place your signed card into the center of the pack, about 30 cards down. Take the marker, wave it over the top. When you do that, I snap my fingers. One card settles to the top. It looks like your signed card. But we'll do it again.
It looks like?
It looks like
it is mine.
It is. Tell you what, I'm going to leave the signed card right here.
Okay.
Put your hand out like this. Other hand on top. Perfect. Just so the camera can see. I'm going to place your card right here for a second. Hopefully we can pick this up. If I snap my fingers and touch the card, it changes to the Joker.
Holy cow.
That's not the trick I'm here to show you. I'm going to show you the trick. Watch. This is the trick. When I reach into your hand and pull out one card, I should be lucky and get one card. It should be your card, this signed 10 of hearts with your name on it. But that's not the trick. That's not the trick I'm here to show you.
Are you sure?
I'm proud.
Because I'm blown away already.
No, because the trick I'm here to show you is to make the entire deck disappear while you're holding on to them.
Not possible.
Would that be a good trick?
That would be amazing.
It would be a freaking
I would give you
miracle.
all of my money.
Give me the money now. Yeah, you give me your money because you would lose that bet because the cards are gone. Take a look. Look. It's a solid block of glass.
What the? Wow. I'm kind of freaking. I have nothing to say. Like first of all, I'm a person that can't shut up, and now I have nothing to say because I have no idea how you just did this. I didn't feel anything.
It's amazing. It's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
And this was in your hands.
The whole time.
In the whole time. And
Like I was pressing. I was
know,
literally
I know.
like pressing.
It's really.
I'm like, there's no way he's going to slip anything in or out in between my fingers. I'm holding this tight. And then when you said there's nothing, I'm like, but I feel him still.
Right.
I still feel. What?
And
That's incredible.
Yeah. And that's,
My
that's
gosh.
that's the best type of magic. It happens in your own hands.
Right.
You can't believe it.
Right.
You know it's not possible.
Yes.
And you see it.
Well, it defies reality. It defies
yeah.
everything that you know as a human being. And that's the beauty of what you do.
We in our brains we try to connect things. What's real and what's not. You know.
Yeah.
And I blur that line in between.
Right.
Because I think we see things every day and we go, did we just see? Like,
Right.
You, probably every day you walk around. Did I just see that? Did that
Right,
just really happen?
right.
And then you move past it, and but I create these moments. I create these moments, and it happens every single time.
Oh my
And
gosh.
that's why people bring me to their events.
That's a gift. I'm absolutely blown away. I honestly, I'm like freaking out. Like I feel like I have to stop the show and like just take a walk right now because what you just did in front of me is incredible. And I'm literally lost for words. I'm not even like I'm not pretending. Like let me be clear about something, guys. All right, I didn't like meet with him. Be like, all right, I want you to do this trick. I want you to do this to me, and I'll pretend. Like I am genuinely freaking out right now because I have no idea how on earth you just did that in front of me. So that's amazing. So the tricks like this.
Yeah.
How long? I mean, now you're seasoned though, so it's probably a little bit easier for you to really become good at these things. But how long does it take you to really refine a trick like that?
a good question. Every trick takes a different. Every trick takes different time. So
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I started learning sleight of hand, which is the art of for example, the last trick I did, manipulating cards at my fingertips.
Yeah.
I started learning sleight of hand when I was 6 years old. I mean, it started very young.
Wow.
And I was terrible at 6. I was probably terrible at 11, but now I'm 27, so it looks pretty good. So I've been practicing sleight of hand and learning all the tricks, the different moves, the different techniques, getting my hands comfortable with just a pack of playing cards and building up my dexterity. And so now learning a new move could take a couple hours, could take a day.
Yes.
But it's making the entire routine. It's everything.
Yes.
From start to finish, that could take months, could take years.
Wow.
Could take a
Is
lifetime.
that right?
There's a lot of magicians that are amazing magicians.
Yeah.
And they always say it'll never be perfect.
Yeah.
But every show it's going to get better.
Sure. Why do you put so much time though into not just learning the trick, but really crafting an amazing sort of entertaining story behind it? What's the value in it for you?
The value is letting the audience walk away feeling something, an emotion, feeling some sort of way that they didn't feel before, or perhaps letting somebody come into my show that might have had a bad day at work, maybe had some family issues, and they can just sit, watch a show, be awestruck, and forget about all those things. it's like going to a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try to make my magic almost like a movie.
Yeah.
You go see an amazing movie, you leave the movie theater and you feel it.
Yeah.
And you're going to talk about it, and you're going to wonder why this character did that, or what happened, how that happened. And sometimes you can relate to it.
Right.
So if I can bring story into my magic, maybe about my life or about anything. I mean, that was just like a sleight of hand trick. But in my show, I do more in-depth things where I'm talking about my experiences and trying to relate to the audience. They leave with sometimes an emotion. You know? Sometimes, I'm a mentalist, so I also read people's minds.
Sure.
Sometimes I can get really crazy where I can tell someone the name of their first kiss, or
oh my gosh,
maybe the name of a grandparent, and that can get really emotional.
Yeah.
And I'm not a psychic. I'm
Right.
an entertainer.
Sure.
So I create the illusion of a sixth sense.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I use magic and story the right way, it can evoke those emotions.
It's personal.
And it's art. That's what art is. Art is bringing it
wow,
out.
that's incredible. So it's a really rewarding experience for you as well.
It's unbelievably rewarding. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what does the word grit mean to you?
Grit? Grit means, well, it's funny when you say grit. I grew up. I do magic with birds.
Oh, okay.
So grit is what you put in the food to help them digest the food. So that's what I think of.
It's a whole different thing.
Different topic.
Yes.
No, but I know what you mean. Grit. It's the nitty, the gritty, how. It's the details.
Yeah.
I think details, because grit is fine. I think of sandpaper. There's different levels of sandpaper. There's fine grit. There's more coarse. And in order to get your perfect product, maybe a race car, if you're trying to make a race car, you start with the heavy grit and you work to the finer grit.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going to make it better and perfect it over and over.
Yeah.
So I think that's just coming to me now. I think that's the way I would describe it.
That's a great answer, actually.
Yeah.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah.
What is one book that you read? It could be anything from Dr. Seuss or something serious. Give me one book.
I haven't finished it, but I just started reading a book. I'm a huge Disney fan.
Oh, okay.
So Robert Iger, the CEO of Disney, who's almost on his way out, incredible CEO.
Yeah.
He just wrote a book called The Ride of a Lifetime.
Oh, okay.
And it's his book on his experiences of the last 15 years of being Disney CEO, but working for the whole, Disney and ABC for the last 45 years, I think it was. And it's a really, really great book.
Wow. You recommend it?
I recommend it, yeah.
Okay.
It's just a fun book if you're into Disney and you want to hear the real grit, of what it took to be CEO of one of the largest companies. Think of Disney; it's unbelievable. They have movies and they have merchandise and they have theme parks. It's a lot to think about.
Sure.
200,000 employees around the world. So this man clearly knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
So I would definitely recommend.
I think he's done an amazing job. Honestly, he's Disney has always been great, and I'm a big Disney fan. My family's a big Disney fan. We are big Disney people here in the studio. Yeah. Everyone, even the guy who's producing the show, Craig, he's a massive Disney fan.
I saw the Ariel tattoo on his
We're big Disney fans, and it's amazing what they've done. I think they epitomize commitment to excellence.
Sure.
And we always joke around, my family, my wife and I, the attention to detail.
Yeah.
You were saying grit is detail, and you walk around even like the Disney parks, and their attention to the detail of intentionally adding a crack in the sidewalk in a certain area that's a themed park. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
And that adds to the experience, which is what you were talking about earlier, is you create a better experience for people.
Yeah.
So something we also talk about oftentimes is, the pizza guy does not go into, a pizza restaurant, opens up a pizza restaurant because he's really good at marketing. He's not necessarily a creative guy, right? Okay, right. Although some might be, right? Sure. But he's into it because he loves pizza. Right. So sometimes you really have to outline people what is the creative plan of how they can really leverage, experiences. How do you leverage social media? How do you leverage entertainment in order to build a better audience? So what are some really great examples that you can give people on, for example, your skill set? Right. How can they leverage someone like you to help a business out, whether it be a restaurant, a retail outlet, a corporate event, a holiday party, anything like that? What are some clear examples, actionable things that people can do?
Listen, if you're having an event, if you're having a group of, I'll give you here's the clear examples. Again, you're just having a holiday party that you want to thank your employees for doing a wonderful job in 2019, 2020, whatever year. Having entertainment to be able to entertain your guests is just a great way of saying thank you.
Yep.
And having an entertainer. If you're looking to bring more customers into your business, and again, bring customers into your business, having entertainment, something extra that people can come and look forward to as a part of, just a grand opening, having a magician that people can watch for free because it won't cost the people coming in any money to see the magician. And what I do is I try to take my magic and I combine it with products.
Oh,
and
okay.
And a company's message.
Oh, interesting.
So even when it comes to social media, I have a lot of companies that have products that would like that. They ask me, can I do a trick with their product, a visual trick, maybe a quick 2, 3, 4 second trick that they can film and put on their social media. So I'm also, I can do things like that.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
Now, do they have to come up with the trick, or do they just say, here's my product?
No, they can say, here's my product, here's what we stand for. I do trade shows also.
Oh, okay.
So a company
Oh,
will...
wow, that actually is brilliant.
Right. So a company, let's just, let's just say a computer, security company wants to hire me to come in to their trade show, be at their trade show booth, wearing their swag and, being one of their team members. But my job is to attract those qualifying customers to the booth, entertain them, infotain, which is just telling them about the product while entertaining them with magic at the same time and explaining what the product does. Eventually drawing those people, the ones that are really interested, to the right people behind the booth to make those sales.
Let me give our audience some context here. With trade shows, the name of the game is literally attracting attention. You've got thousands of people walking in a conference room with hundreds of vendors. How do you stand out? And what you're saying is brilliant, by the way. Brilliant. Because these vendors, I've been to trade shows where it's only been a couple $100s to get a table. I've been to trade shows that's been $25,000 for a space. So these people are investing a lot of money. It's worth it to them to do everything they can now to leverage that real estate they have to bring in all of those the people that are walking
100%.
by.
100%.
It's brilliant, actually, what you're saying. I'm a creative person. I consider myself a creative person. I actually didn't think about that as a possible means of where you can leverage magic, illusion. That's amazing. I'm going to actually have to hire you next time.
Let's do it.
Incredible. All right.
$5,000.
Done. All right. So trade shows, you gave some great examples for other businesses. What are some other really clear examples that you could give the person the idea of why they should bring you in?
I'm still thinking.
I know we covered a lot.
We covered a lot.
I know we literally covered a lot, but why I'm actually just asking you for a little bit more is that, honestly, I think you have to be creative for people. I think sometimes, people might be watching this and be like, wow, his tricks are amazing. I'm hearing what he's saying about the restaurants and the corporate events, and they're like, how can I work that person is? Could it be maybe are you open to someone calling you and be like, listen, I have no idea how to use you. I just love what you do. Can you help me come up with the idea? As part of your business model, do you help people actually work through that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Incredible.
Definitely.
So they can be like, this is the name of my business, and I have no idea what to do. Give me the idea.
Yeah. You have a business and you're just starting out, and depending on how many people you have working for you, and if you have a customer base, just throw a party. I don't know, do something. Make a video. Because a video and what you do is you can get a video out to so many people in a snap of your fingers. So there's so many ways. And now with technology, the ways are infinite. But what I think the fact of the matter is what I do. It has to be seen live. You got to see it. Got to experience it right firsthand. That's really the meat and potatoes of it. So that's where you're going to connect. Yeah, you connect. Yeah. And if you're looking to impress somebody, having a magician is great. If you want to make yourself look good at an event, bring a magician. So creating some video content like an ad for a business, content is great. That's something that you're into, and that's something that I know that you've done. It's great for social media advertising. Because listen, the name of the game in social media advertising is within those first few seconds. It's simply just first to attract attention. Once you attract the attention, then you can educate and then sell. But first you have to attract the attention. That's where you come in handy, and then you can really help with that stuff. But you are really, coming firsthand, you are great in person though. You are a charismatic individual. You're really comfortable. You're not obviously intimidated by crowds of any size. And I think you'd be a really valuable asset regardless of what kind of business. Now, I know you're crazy swamped through the holidays, but I think all businesses, if you want to give your customers an amazing experience, you got to get more creative. And you give them that solution. That's amazing. So where can they find you? Can they see some of your stuff online? They can find my stuff online. They can find me on my website, which is tjtana.com. I also have limagician.com. And I have a new company now. It's called VIP Illusions. Oh, wow. So VIP Illusions is it's basically it's the premier magic solution company for corporate events and private parties. So if you're looking for the best magician and or mentalist for your event, either it's myself or my team of amazing talent that I've put together for the last 15 years. I've gathered a bunch of my best buddies who are the best at what they do, and we're all being represented under one company called VIP Illusions.
Wow, what a great idea! Incredible.
So yeah.
So you've done all the hard work for people. You are like the Google search for finding magicians and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day is, there's I work with a lot of agencies that put me out and we do incredible events together, but there's also a lot of magicians who, there's a lot of great magicians and there are a lot of magicians who are starting out.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to give the magicians who are doing this for a living, they're 100% into it, and they're working and they're incredible at it, and this is what they do.
Yeah.
Give them a really great performance, a really great gig, and also being able to communicate with the client on how to make the performance the best. So, for example, I've done so many events. I've done hundreds and hundreds of events. I've been to the best events. I've been to the worst events.
Yeah.
With the worst lighting and the bad
Yeah.
audio and the audience that's a football field away from the stage.
Yep.
So I can at least help the client understand what the needs are to have a really great performance and beyond. 'Cause, I mean, a lot of times a corporate client will come up to me and say, "Oh, we want you to come and do magic," and they'll give me their ideas of what they're having for their event, and I can kind of go, if you want me to be honest, I'll tell you, I think you should just switch these two things, and you should serve dinner at this time and do that. That's just my opinion because I've seen it. I've seen the real, the real deal. So
respect the authority. I actually believe in that, and I agree with you 100%. You did a party for my family as well, and we had an idea, and you made some really great suggestions. I don't know if you remember. Like originally, I was going to have you on one of the porches, and you were like, "I would be better suited somewhere else."
Yeah.
And like while you're doing it, I'm realized, holy cow, he's right. And we have a tendency, listen, we get arrogant about what we're doing. It's like, I know best, but in reality, if you're a corporate guy, you're hosting a little event for your staff, you don't know events. Let's be honest. And I think in that situation, respect, don't be afraid to refer to the people who have a lot of experience. And you bring that to the table. You're not just showing up, I'm going to do some magic. Right. You're an experienced event guy.
At the end of the day, I'll do whatever
of
it
course.
is that the client wants me to do.
Yeah.
But if I can allow to, give some suggestions, because I know what's going to be best, right? And at the end of the day, it's going to make my client look the best. Yeah. That's what I do. My job is to make people look good.
Yeah. You know what I'm sensing is like you've really invested into more than just becoming an expert in all the illusions that you do. Sure. You're an expert in storytelling. You're an expert also in business as well. The fact that you can come into an event and really quickly make an observation and understand, this would be a better flow. Yeah. That means you've been paying attention. You've invested into learning that stuff and what would work best. Yeah, you absolutely have to, right? Would you say that like that is like one of the keys to success?
100%. Yeah. If no matter what you do, you have to understand everything else that generally surrounds it. Yeah. Anything, really. Even, again, just a restaurant. You can make amazing food, but you have to also have a great-looking restaurant, comfortable seats, the right lighting, the right music to complement the food that you're eating, the staff that's well-trained, that knows how to present the food. Yeah. Everything. Yeah. It's a show. It's a show. Yeah. From start to finish.
Right. Amazing.
Yeah.
So what is just a couple more questions. By the way, I could sit down with you like all day long because you've met like so many amazing people. I can listen to you talk all day. But like what has been like one maybe event that really stands out in your mind as like one of your favorite events or one of your favorite tricks or something like that?
Let me think. I did a really cool thing a couple of years ago for Stony Brook University, and they had hired me to come and do some magic during their halftime.
Oh, okay.
For their first women's home game.
Okay.
And it was in their brand new stadium.
Oh, wow.
And so one of the effects that I said I would do for them is I'll predict the outcome of the game.
What?
Yes. So weeks and weeks before the event even started, I sat down with the marketing director of the team.
Okay.
We shot a small video. I placed my prediction inside of an envelope. The envelope was sealed shut. The marketing director signed his name across the seal of the envelope. Okay. And I let him hold the envelope. And the envelope was put somewhere where everybody can see. Yeah. Then on the day of the event, we took that envelope, we sealed it into a box. That way, nobody can touch it. Nobody can get anywhere near it. Yep. The game played out. The game finished. Yep. Fortunately, the Seawolves lost that day. But I opened the box. Yeah. I pulled out my prediction, and it was spot on. Exactly correct.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I'm surprised that like you didn't get hired for every game thereafter.
It's a big risk, but the reason why it was so successful was because they marketed the fact that there was going to be myself, the mentalist, predicting the outcome of this game. You have to come see it. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was
It's probably packed.
It was a really not it was packed just because it was a brand new stadium, but because people knew that I was going to be there.
Yeah.
Predicting this incredible
Well, yeah.
outcome. I mean, there's so much on the line there.
Yeah, yeah. That marketing person, though, knew the value of people chatting even prior to an event.
Sure.
You want people talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, and having you a part of that whole marketing process kept that event top of mind.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Amazing. By the way, so I'm sort of like all of Vegas is they say you're not allowed to go there. Yes. If you're going to be able to predict all these things,
like faces everywhere.
Everywhere, right? He's out, a wanted man. Incredible. So what about some shows? Like I know you do a lot of local stuff, but our audience is all over the place here. So outside of the Long Island market, do you travel? Do you do tours? What else do you do?
Yeah, I do travel. So I had a really incredible opportunity a couple of years ago to work for a company called The Illusionists, which was it's a show that's on Broadway. And okay, this is good because this will go back to what we were talking about: grit, detail, and being able to understand everything. So when I was 18 years old, I wanted to go out to Las Vegas, and I wanted to work for a magician. I wanted to get the real, raw experience working for a Vegas magician because, I mean, for most magicians, the end goal is, I want to be in Vegas, I want to have a successful show, people come and pay tickets to see me, you know. So I decided to send out a bunch of emails, and I eventually landed an internship with a magician on the Strip and had an unbelievable summer. And that summer led to a lot of other opportunities for me to work backstage with other magicians, learn not just because I was already a seasoned performer, but I wanted to know everything that went backstage, the lighting, the sound, the props, you know, being able to tour with a big show. And I'll tell you, it's an operation. It's crazy. And so I worked with this company called The Illusionist, an incredible company that's now just joined with Cirque du Soleil, and they have a show. It's always on Broadway. It's called The Illusionist on Broadway.
Sure.
But that show also, they have many iterations of The Illusionist show, and it travels all over the world. And I got to go to Australia and Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Qatar.
Wow.
And these are incredible countries, and I got to work side by side with my heroes, literally the people that I grew up watching on television. And I am now working side by side with them, and it was amazing. And this was during the holiday season of 2015, so I wasn't home for Christmas or New Year's, but I was getting to spend that time with literally the people that I look up to. Yeah. And I got to learn so much. Yeah. It was incredible.
Wow.
And I would say that's probably one of the highlights of my career so far. It wasn't actually the performing part, but it was working with other people and learning and keep learning because I'm always learning. Sure. You know?
Yeah, you have to be in a constant state of learning always. Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Amazing. So, one of the benefits of becoming very, very good at what you do, it opens up a lot of doors and it takes you to a lot of places. Yeah. Amazing. So I'm a little bit jealous. I mean, your passport must be like completely full.
Yes, it is. It is stamped up. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow. Incredible. So, all right, what's next for you? What's the next big thing?
To be honest, man, I thoroughly enjoy what I'm doing now. I'm getting to do events. I'm getting to stay in my home area of Long Island, New York. Yeah. But I like to travel. I would love to do some more events outside of Long Island. Yeah. I'd love to do some more flying, traveling to some other places. Yeah. Visiting some other countries. Yeah. And just keep continuing to bring my magic other places.
Amazing. Yeah. Good for you, man.
Keep letting people know about who I am and what I do.
Good for you, man. Honestly, everyone should follow you. Even if you're not in a position where they can hire you, everyone should follow you.
Yeah. My Instagram page, I'm always posting little videos of quick magic that'll just bring a smile to your face.
Sure. That's the best stuff anyway. Myself, my wife, my kids, we seek that stuff out all the time. We consume a lot of that content. Yeah. So at the very least, everyone should go follow you. Where can they find you when they go on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook? How can they find you there?
Right. So on Instagram, they can find me at TJ_Tana, TANA. That's Instagram. Facebook is facebook.com/TJTanaMagic. And YouTube, they can just search my name, TJ Tana.
You'll come up. A bunch of stuff.
And I'll come up. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. All right. Now, one other thing that I want to highlight, I know you talked about it a little bit before, but just something that came to mind is, people who are local looking for that entertainment, whether it be for a smaller party or a larger corporate event. Because I've searched myself, I feel like there's not a lot of resources online to clearly identify the people who are faking it or the people who are legitimately able to do these illusions. And you've come up with an amazing resource. What is that name of that website you have, this VIP?
Oh, sorry, VIP Illusions. Yeah, it's very new. It's so new.
Okay.
actually the website just redirects to my current website,
Yeah.
but it's all being developed now.
Yes.
I have a logo in place. It's a new business. It's really exciting for me. So,
But you have all those connections in place. Like you've curated literally the best, and you have access to them.
now it comes the great part to make this idea become bigger and make it a real thing.
Amazing. So people should take advantage of that.
Definitely.
All right. Now I'm sure you're booked up like forever, but yeah.
No, I'm not. No, please call me.
Yeah. Listen, I know it is hard to sort of like nail you down, but honestly, whenever you have an opening, people should just take advantage of that and try to, put themselves into that slot. Reach out to him. He's amazing at what he does. But like I said before, even if you can't hire him, follow him because your stuff is inspiring. It makes me feel good. It makes my family feel good. It makes me happy. And
that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Really.
And I actually get that sense from you that you genuinely love what you do and you love actually getting that positive response from people.
Yeah.
Incredible, man. Congratulations. And thank you.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm going to have you come down like all of the time.
Let's keep it going.
Because you make this better.
Yeah.
You make this better. And very few people in my entire life have ever been able to silence me. And you've done it. And so my wife is going to want to know how some of these tricks so that she can silence me at home.
Yeah.
You know? I also want to push this. I'm sorry to embarrass you if that's okay. All right, so he also has products.
I do have product, yes.
You know, and this is incredible. Can they get them at like one of the shows?
Most of my bigger public shows, I sometimes sell merchandise after my show. And I think it's important because there's always a lot of kids after my show that come see me and they want to know, how do we get into magic? Or a mom and dad comes up to me and said, we bought little Johnny a magic kit and, well, he lost all the props. We don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why I came up with this kit.
Yeah.
It's got 3 very simple tricks, very simple, and it's just packaged nicely.
Yeah.
And it's really that simple. And I have video instructions to how to use this incredible magic wand prop. And so if you see me and you're interested, you can definitely ask me about it. Yeah, this is a great beginner's kit.
Yeah.
And it's also good for adults and children. Really, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, I can't wait to open this myself.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, but I know that kids would absolutely love this because kids love to be empowered like this.
Yeah.
I think that experience that you had as a child that really inspired you to now make a career out of it. I think this is something that all children feel.
Sure.
You know, and whenever I've taken my kids like on a cruise and there's an entertainer and what they're doing on stage, my kids always come to me and they're like, how do I do this? I want to do this. I want to go on YouTube. And you're literally, after you just inspired them, are now giving them the tools.
Now they can do it. Exactly.
That's great, man. Right. Congratulations. That's a wonderful thing that you're doing.
Not just for kids, but I also think, and this is another thought that I've had for a while, is being able to teach people in the corporate world how to perform magic. Yeah. Not something crazy, but just something simple to highlight at maybe at a little dinner that they're having.
Yeah. And you're willing to do that?
Yeah.
Because most people are not. Yeah. Like they learn their tricks and like, nope, locked up, lock and key. But there's certain things that you'll teach.
There are select things, and maybe they're not tricks. Maybe some of them could be gags or bar bets. Just something that
to empower them.
Give you something extra. And I've been to a lot of networking events recently, and if you go to these networking events, you can see the people who stand out, right? Because there might be some guy who has an incredible company, but he doesn't know how to just get in there and start the conversation. So if you know maybe a small trick, a party trick, a gag, something, you can.
It's a great icebreaker.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's an icebreaker.
Yeah.
And if I can teach you a couple icebreakers to help you at your next gathering, I'll be happy to do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, it's a pleasure having you here. I feel so happy that I know you, honestly.
Yeah, man.
I love following your stuff online, and the event that you did for my family, to this day, we still talk about it. For literally, for Thanksgiving, we just talked about you.
Really?
Not even kidding.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Coming up at the Thanksgiving table, that's it.
Now you made it. Now you know you made it, right?
Oh, now you made it. I'm telling my mom. I'm going to call her up.
Well, honestly, thanks again. I'm going to have you back. I'm going to pressure you until you come back to do more tricks. And maybe what we could do is, more than even just this interview style, maybe we could just have a show dedicated to just, highlighting what it is that you do. I think that'd be awesome.
We could do, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Let's go out. Let's go on the road.
Let's cut someone in half.
Let's go out on the street.
Awesome. Actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah. There's literally so many ideas. Cut the camera. We got ideas to talk
about. Oh, we're gonna collaborate, people. We're gonna collaborate. We're gonna come up with something amazing. But thanks again, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
guys. Please don't forget to follow him. He's amazing at what he does. He's not just a skilled illusionist and mentalist and magician, but he honestly has devoted his entire career into honing his craft, understanding the business end of it, and you're amazing, honestly. You're amazing at what you do.
Thank you so much.
And I appreciate your effort, and I appreciate your grit. So, guys, he's the example. Go follow him. Trust me. Don't fear the process, and like him, don't fear grit. Take care, guys.